Yeah, in the Roll 20
channel. Yeah, I see now. I just got a text from NYC Health 311. You are now eligible for a COVID-19 vaccine booster. Like 2 months ago.
Oh, better late than never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's everybody's week been, or what? Several weeks, I guess, since we last played.
Off and on busy.
I think right now they called it a snow hurricane.
Cool.
In New York. So last night was very snowy and very windy. So that was fun. Yeah. But it's getting closer to springtime. Today was somewhat warm, and last week was warm. So just intermittent snow and nicer weather.
We got a little bit of snow here in the city yesterday, but not that much.
Yeah, it snowed here in DC yesterday.
Oh, that's I forget that it snows there very often.
Yeah, it was actually really weird. It snowed yesterday, but Friday it was
How are the streets in DC? Are they do they get congested a lot, or are they fairly open?
it depends on the time of the day, but generally I think people walk and bike when you're inside of the city. The streets don't ever really.
Right.
The bridges, especially between DC and Virginia, those are bad.
Okay.
I always said that, because I know the two cities that people always talk about driving in being terrible, New York and DC. And in my experience, I much prefer driving in New York to driving in DC. Because driving in New York is there are just no rules. You're just do whatever you want, as long as you survive. And with driving in DC, it's there are so many rules, and everybody knows them except for you. And if you fuck one of them up one time, then all of a sudden you're in Maryland.
Oh no.
I know a ton of people. I think everybody I know is really gone the wrong way on a one-way street. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So they're both really stressful experiences, but I prefer to be able to do whatever I want instead of having to follow really obscure Byzantine rules that I will never figure out.
I also really hate here that the traffic circles that there are a lot of. That's all of the diagonal streets. Every single one of them, despite being a traffic circle, also has stoplights.
What?
What?
That defeats the purpose of a circle. If they have the stoplights too.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Well, they've just finally put in 2 traffic circles right outside my neighborhood, which they announced they were going to do it back in 2019. They finally started doing it in 2021, and then it took them about 4 months over what they had originally quoted. And it's okay, beginning of winter, you going to finish this project yet? We're kind of sick of these detours. So.
But they finished it now?
Oh, yeah. They've just got the landscaping, which they can do whenever the heck they want.
There's the city of Virginia Beach, where me and Ian and Alex are from, has one traffic circle, and everybody hates it because nobody knows how to drive in a traffic circle.
Yeah.
Everybody's always complaining about it.
Mm-hmm. I was a bit worried when they announced they were putting it in, because I'm I am in the one city in northern Colorado where nobody will know how to work a traffic circle because nobody knows how to work a four-way stop.
You talking roundabouts?
Yes.
We were talking about roundabouts without you. Sorry. I know this is a really. Let's start over. Let's.
No, it's fine. I just want to bring up, and maybe I have already, but when I was watching Mission Impossible 6, there's a really great roundabout action sequence that I feel like the cinematic potential of roundabouts isn't used enough.
You wouldn't really know very much about roundabouts since you're American. You've always lived in America.
Yeah, but they have a double roundabout. They head towards the big roundabout around the big traffic circle around the Arch in Paris.
Arch de Triomphe?
Arch de Triomphe. And he drives backwards around it, like into traffic. And then off of that roundabout, he goes into a smaller roundabout, and they do something that would be less dramatic if it was like an intersection, where they pan around him to show police coming from every direction, except for one. And that, you could do that with an intersection, but with a roundabout, it's so much more dramatic.
Which movie was this?
6. Mission Impossible 4.
Oh, okay.
I will say there's a good roundabout action sequence in. A roundabout makes a brief appearance in a car chase in The World's End. The Edgar Wright.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that, but I want to rewatch it, and that's a good reason to.
That's a list you can make. Roundabout action.
Yeah, Alex has a list on Letterboxd of elevator fight scenes. So I could do roundabout action.
That sounds spectacular.
Oh, I typed in at World's End, which is Pirates of the Caribbean.
I actually do that. Make that mistake a lot.
When you said World's End, I immediately thought, when were there roundabouts when Pirates of the Caribbean? But okay.
There were shipwrecks.
Oh God.
The Whirlpool, that's a roundabout.
Yeah.
What I think whirlpools are called. Also, when I was in London this past time, I went on a little bus tour or whatever around historic London, and the bus tour guide took us to a roundabout that's apparently featured prominently in National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Yeah, that's the only movie I know.
Is that they drive around it a bunch of times. So he had our bus drive around the road several times in honor.
I was in a tour in Israel once. Same kind of deal, and our bus driver did exactly that, and our tour guide was like, "Yeah, Gia is taking us around the roundabout because he's just getting you used to Jerusalem when we go there." Everybody was like, "What the heck?" But it was a fun one.
Placing an order. It's going to arrive later.
What kind of order? Like a food order?
Yeah, shawarma.
Shawarma.
Mr. Shawarma. I'm not getting any shawarma, but I get like pita and hummus. You can get it from their market, and also get lunch. That'll get some shopping and actual food.
I always forget. Is it Sunless Citadel or Ian's D&D venue?
Sunless Citadel.
I can never remember which is the right one.
Yeah.
And there's a dark mode now.
There is a dark mode, everything purple.
Except the map, which is the biggest area.
Right, that one is still sleep white.
Alright, this is gonna be dark mode session for me.
Right.
You're noticing
Well, it'll
my
look a little
character
better once
acting
I.
a little dark.
It'll look a little better once I move these. I mean, I do remember everything that happened last week as we left. You got
It
the...
was Alex. Alex wasn't here last time.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So... I mean, the immediate last thing that happened is you spent a lot of time prying the clamps off of this sarcophagus and opened it up. Some fog spilled out of it, and someone was examining it. Who was examining the interior of the sarcophagus?
I think it was Daniel's character.
That would make sense. Yeah, I felt
It was you, and you were reaching into it.
That's right. That's right. And a hand came out and grabbed. Yep.
I like ending on the beginning of an encounter.
Yeah,
Because
it's much
fun.
better than...
Because you can start with an encounter.
That's the way to go. Let's roll initiative.
Okay.
Cool.
Naidaadi sort of steps up onto the edge of the sarcophagus to get better height. He's like looking into it and disturbs the fog, and then reaches away, and that's when the hand reaches up and grabs him.
Whoa.
You like step back and pull away, and the hand kind of softly lets go of your arm.
Okay.
Lands on the side of the sarcophagus.
Oh, look at this. The Dungeons and Dragons logo is red.
I know, it's freaking me out.
Yeah.
It's throwing me off. All right.
This thing in my on my character sheet, more vegetable than man. Did you make up the title, or was that?
That was me. No, there's no swamp thing.
I didn't know if it was like part of a different thing. I know we.
No. I made that name.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Oh, look, turn order finally loaded. Blank. Is there a blank?
Oh, mine didn't work.
Well, it's about to load in.
You can re-roll and just change it if need be.
Yeah. Another hand comes out and rests on the edge of the sarcophagus, and a slimy, greasy, warty green humanoid, very large. I mean, the coffin is very large. Leans out, clearly like still sitting down with legs out straight. You can't see into the sarcophagus. They're wearing, they've got like long, matted green hair, and a long, greasy green nose. They're wearing pristine, other than the layers of grease, robes, red with fine gold detailing. And this robed troll is just sort of looking into the middle distance, eyes not focusing on anything, breathing heavily,
Oh, I thought.
and just looking forward in this direction.
Green and dirty and everything. I was like, is it me?
Nope, not quite. It is large and green. Kobolds.
With the toxic
Find the
avenger.
kobold. I'd say slightly closer to Toxic Avenger than you are.
Can we get the music pod in here?
Oh yeah.
Toxic, Britney Spears toxic.
Can get it to do something. Should I do the classic for today, or I didn't really prepare anything else, but I've been trying to assemble slightly more active music.
Yeah.
Try that. Okay. There we go. I was preparing this for Against the Call of the Reptile God for the other group. This playlist is called Lizard Men.
And this is music composed by lizard men, or
As far as I know, I have to assume. How do I add a playlist?
Add playlist. Add dash playlist. I think.
But I wonder, do I need to
Maybe it's.
be the first video of the playlist? The playlist page?
No, it should do it.
Can I send you the link for the playlist, and would you mind trying to figure it out
Yeah, it's
for a
fine.
bit?
Yeah,
And I'll go back to it.
sure.
Since I actually do have a playlist assembled, it's a little easier to pass on the.
Mhm.
There's the playlist. Oh, I've already posted the link several times.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll look at that.
Thank you.
oh no!
If you can't figure it out, I'll. What's that?
William Hurt is dead.
Oh no!
Breaking news.
Then you can shuffle that
Okay.
because there's no significance to the order of the three of them.
All right.
William Hurt, is he alien? Is he? No, that's John Hurt.
Yeah. William Hurt is he's in Broadcast News, my favorite performance.
Oh, this guy. He's in. Oh no, he's in the Incredible Hulk.
He's hilariously in the MCU and will like pop up every once in a while. Well, not anymore, but will pop up every once in a while.
I recognize him, but I don't.
He's the only thing from the Incredible Hulk that the MCU acknowledges.
Oh no! Did they carry him over instead of Sam Elliott?
No, they carry
I'm-
everything, Elliot.
Oh,
I think
he
isn't
doesn't play the
Elliott
Sam
in a
Elliott
different Hulk?
character. Sam Elliott's in Hulk.
No, Sam Elliott's in Hulk. Well, let me see. Who does?
Who does John
I don't
Hurt?
even
Who does
remember.
William Hurt play in Incredible Hulk? This is
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Oh,
wait.
you're right. It's Thunderbolt Ross. He plays
Oh, okay.
Thunderbolt Ross in.
I mean, I hate to say it now, but Sam Elliott.
Yeah, bring him back. No hate to now that
No, it's not his fault.
though Sam Elliott's a little canceled right now.
Oh no.
He said some great stuff about gay things. He's a little canceled. It's not.
That's a shame because I always read him as the like he's a picture of traditional masculinity, and like he's always in memes where he looks like a cowboy and he's saying something dumb, but he always seemed like an actor to me. Like he just seemed like a city guy.
It's not really clear. He complained about what do you call it? Power of the Dog. He was like, "What? It's a western, but there's gay people in it. Well, this doesn't make any sense." That was kind of his take on it. So
Yeah.
It's not really clear.
That's not canceled. That's just like
No, he's just
Oh.
he's in some hot water.
Sam.
Your playlist is not public, by the way, or unlisted. I can't get to it. It says it doesn't exist.
That would explain. Let me check.
Yeah.
Unlisted will work. Unlisted will work.
It should, yeah. Ah, there we go. Got it. Okay.
I think I've got everyone except for you, Drill. All right.
There we go.
So fittingly, Naidaadi, you get to act first.
Okay.
It is currently staring off towards this wall.
Me or Oolong? Because Oolon rolled highest.
Oh, Oolon's up there.
Yeah, I got him. Am I still a snake?
You can be if you want.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That makes sense. I think it would be.
Okay. Yeah, it's up to you what you would like to do. Obviously.
What kind of snake am I? Am I a venomous snake?
Yes, I think you're poisonous. Well, can you turn into... I don't remember what kind of druid you are. Oh, yeah, yes, I do. Can you turn into a giant poisonous snake? I'm guessing you can't. But maybe.
I don't know. I am looking at the list of things I
What's the challenge rating that you can turn into?
A quarter.
Quarter.
Oh yeah, giant poisonous snake.
Alright, you're a giant poisonous snake. Yep, you can turn into a giant poisonous. Makes you a medium beast, so we'll just keep using your current token.
Okay.
I don't have to stretch you out.
Do a venom bite.
Alright.
I don't know.
You're gonna leap up into the sarcophagus and bite the dragon priest.
Yeah.
Let's say their names, and I don't actually hate that, but it's sort of like it's a bit video game because you walk into the room and their name appears. It's not like you put their name. Maybe I should. Sometimes I deliberately don't say it, but other times it just slips. All right. So make your attack roll. Did you already?
Oh no, I don't. How do I do this?
Oh, I forgot. Last time, last time someone played a druid, I did all the work and like put a bunch of animal sheets in, but I forgot to do that.
I can just look up.
And is it in the compendium? Yes. It's in the compendium. Okay. Drag it to give you control. There. Done. The music's starting out very... It's coming in hard and we're not actually doing anything now. Which is fine.
Okay, so it's 17. Is that it?
17. 17 hits. And to keep track of your snake health on the snake sheet, we won't be on the token.
Oops.
Oh, okay, yeah. 11. Okay.
Alright, 8 piercing damage and a constitution saving throw.
Dude looks like a character from Avatar. The blue people one.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does.
This is just the 5th edition troll token. The adventure uses that. I didn't bother to find a different one. The Constitution saving throw is success, which means it takes half damage. So that 8 damage and 5 damage. All right, 13. So you slither up and bite it on the arm, and it like kind of switches over, and then kind of looks at you, and starts to actually stand up very shakily, and it starts to make these like deep guttural Naidaadi.
I look over at the priest and I try to gauge his reaction. Is he
Make an
more
insight check.
okay? Oh wow! How do I run this? Everything's different.
21 insight. There's something deeply wrong about the way that this thing is. You can immediately see the way that its eyes are looking around. It's not sure what's real and what isn't. There's this thing. Something has happened to this thing that has caused it to break reality. It's obviously very dangerous. You can see its claws very close to you,
Okay.
which was gripping the side, and now it's like running across its chest and to its arm where it just got bit. And it's standing up in a way in response to the bite. So even with a 21, you're not 100% sure what it's going to do.
Okay.
But you can tell that's partly because it's not even thinking about it.
All right. Do I have an action that I can take against it?
Yeah, you have your turn.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if that counted as the full action or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I would like to cast Favored Foe on it.
All right.
And I accidentally rolled. I don't know if you want me to roll again or just take the 2 as my damage on that.
Roll it again.
Okay. Then I will first.
Means to click it.
Yeah. Then I will first.
In person, my rule is that you have to roll it.
Okay. And I'll take a spear attack against him.
Even if you're like getting ready to roll damage and it pops out of your hand, that's not intentional. Because in that situation, even I would probably, without thinking about it, would look at the number. And if it was good, I'd be like, and if it was bad, I'd be like, finish rolling it properly.
Right. Okay, so 13 hits with the spear.
13 does not.
Okay.
I'm gonna reload because I can't, for some reason, I can't see anybody's cameras.
All right.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
The kobold is going to disengage. These kobolds are going to hold attack actions. They don't really have a good view on what's happening, but they can see that a large shape is sitting up out of the sarcophagus. This kobold looks terrified, in awe of this thing. Malthar.
Gosh. Malthar is going to draw his short sword and take a stab at this gigantic thing that's rising up. Stab?
Alright. That definitely is.
And then bonus action disengage and move back into this corner there.
Alright. Another 13. Alright. The bite, it like kind of pushed over and looked at you, almost confused. And then the arrow shot in its back, it immediately stands up, whips around, and all but falls out of the sarcophagus, and it just starts panicking and rolling around. It's going to make attack at Oolon and Naidaadi.
Oh wait, what's this skull and crossbones that I have?
I think that was an injury, but I don't remember what your ear cut bit off.
Oh right, it's okay. It's still that. Okay.
Oh, it means you're dead. Yeah, you died. Sorry. You forgot to.
Perceptions checks are bad right now for here.
You're like, oh man, this is a cool room, guys. I hope there's not a troll in here. Like, you haven't even noticed yet.
Yeah, it's gonna make 2 claw attacks. Is it Naidaadi? That's a 13. And against
13 misses.
21 against Oolon.
Damn. That hits obviously.
12 slashing. Joe! I just looked at your health.
I'm no longer a snake.
Oh, right, that's not your health. Yeah.
Aha.
Your snake
Cool.
health was 11. So you take 1 damage to actual Oolon. It's gonna stand up again after pulling out of the sarcophagus. Israel is Jeb.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. No. I'm gonna hit it with my great axe.
Alright. Your attack.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh. With the natural 20, I mean, and looking at that damage, you can take its head off if you want.
I want.
Alright, you hop up onto the sarcophagus and bring it down onto its shoulder, nudge it to the side, and then just like push it down the rest of the way, and its head fully comes off onto the ground.
So it's dead? Or is it is it a special troll that regrows heads or something? Okay. I like how abruptly the music stopped.
Yeah, I don't think there's a fade out command. Good.
Thought that was going to be a left
So you take its head off, the body slumps to the sarcophagus, the head rolls over by Naidaadi. What would you like to do?
Search it, I guess. Is there anything in the sarcophagus of value?
Make an investigation check. Fog has already started to dissipate with all the movement, and you can push the rest of the way.
Well, that's a 3, so...
That's 3. Well, you're not the only one, so who else is investigating left?
I'll go through it as well. I'll go through the corpse.
Sarcophagus?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I would say you can take 10. I'll treat 3 as a 10. And there's the potential of that. Sometimes you realize, like, you ask for a straight roll, and then you realize, well, you can clearly take 10. I always forget to give up. You're right.
Malthar would like to come down this way and take up the glowing torch on the wall back here. If it's not attached to the wall or something.
What about it? I just put my.
Malthar would like to take it with him.
Oh yeah. Yes, you can. With your thieves' tools, I won't make you do a check. You can pull the. You can pry the sconce off of the wall. And you have a little magic torch that you can carry around with you. It's a little heavy. Whatever the weight of a torch is, double it.
Okay.
Have a magic torch.
Awesome. And Malthar will bring it over here to help eliminate the sarcophagus.
Alright. Just rooting around through the sarcophagus, you find a beautiful scimitar. It looks very expensive. It matches the scimitars in the statues. You find a couple scroll cases around at the bottom. One of them was crushed, and you're not sure the condition of whatever's inside of it. But you find 4 scroll cases. One of them is crushed.
Do they?
There's also
cases,
many
they don't have
coins.
scrolls in them? They're just the cases. They don't have scrolls in them.
You haven't opened it. And there's also many coins at the bottom, scattered at the bottom. Was anyone investigating the room? We've got Naidaadi, Jeb, and Malthar. Malthar's sort of doing it. Malthar, do an investigation check. And then Oolon, what are you doing?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I will also do an investigation.
Wow.
The room is pretty barren. It's clearly its purpose is to hold an important sarcophagus. There's no treasure in here other than the sconce that Malthar took. There's a couple broken sconces in the other corners, and then the sarcophagus itself. You can tell immediately that the things that were found are pretty valuable. You also notice that the body is still moving.
Ah.
You said it wasn't a special troll that regrows heads.
I didn't say anything.
You kind of lied to me.
I didn't say anything. I was notably silent.
I search it for strings. Is it a marionette?
A hand comes back on top of the sarcophagus, and the body is not standing up exactly. It's knelt over, headless. It's over here by Malthar. What would, let me see, the one with the investigation, then Oolon. Oolon, what do you do? You're close to the body, and you see it. You notice that it has sat up.
It doesn't have a head still, right?
There is no head. I mean, it's leaned away from you, its neck is pointed in this direction, but you know that its head got
It's
cut off.
useless to ask him if there's still a head. It's just gonna lie to you again.
First of all, I think you've been playing too much Elden Ring, giving us a second phase of the boss.
Yeah, it's basically in the book. I've changed it a little bit, but I mean, Manny's the one that cut its head off. So like,
Okay.
I guess I gave him the upper. But he critted with an axe. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah. I'm going to. I guess I'm going to hit it with the quarter staff.
Embarrassingly, there is a boss at Sekiro that doesn't do this.
It does exactly this.
Yeah, you cut its head off,
Yeah, you cut its head off.
and it starts moving. Yeah,
Okay. Pretty confident that a 22 hit.
22 definitely hits.
And then I'm also going to step away.
You crack it on the back, and it slumps back onto the ground.
Okay. Are we still in initiative then?
What would you like to do? You can act out of initiative at the moment.
I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it more.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to cut its limbs off with my axe.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Keeping a close eye on it for movement.
Udrael, for the treasure, Udrael is going to take the scimitar if no one else insists on taking it. And also is going to go for one of the scrolls. The intact scroll.
Should I roll?
I'll let you guys be the judge. This is an ally that we trust.
When the body started to sit up and stir again, Malthar would probably have leapt kind of into the sarcophagi and like stabbed it.
Yeah, it's on the ground, sort of beside the sarcophagus, but you can stab it from there.
Okay.
It's big. Yeah, so you're just going at this thing. Yeah, and I'm going to say no one is contesting Udrael
No.
taking those things. Doesn't take any points. Just goes for the scimitar and one of these scrolls. Does look longingly at the other scrolls, but like on some level feels like there's clearly like it just doesn't feel right taking all of it. But then quickly backs up again. It starts inching around this way. Seems very alarmed by what you guys are doing and not 100% sure that that you should be allowing this, but also isn't stopping you. This kobold is cowering in the back here. These two look very confused. So yeah, you can hack this thing apart.
It's like a fun
Yeah.
experience.
You are pretty confident you've hacked it apart. Obviously dead. What would you like to do?
I want to look at the scrolls that are left.
Okay. You have 3 scrolls. One of them, the scroll case is cracked, and you can see the paper inside of it. Is slightly ripped. If you open it up, they are definitely magic scrolls. They're written in Celestial. They're in magical script, but it's clearly rooted in Celestial. You will not be able to cast these spells unless they are on your spell list or you speak Celestial.
I do not speak Celestial. Can you read my spell list?
I cannot
So
read
you
anything.
Identify what they are unless you speak Celestial or have them identified.
Okay, well. I mean, whatever. Okay, I'll take them and we can like carry them if nobody else can carry them. But yeah, I can't.
Fair. Does your kobold lady know? Yeah, what Sean is asking, I think.
Malthar was going to ask the kobold priestess if she knows who the troll was, or why it was in the sarcophagus.
I don't know. He had robes of a dragon priest. Like the statues. He's a troll. He's a giant.
Is it kind of fucked up when we cut it up?
Yeah. Super fucked up. It's insane that you did that.
Well, what would you have us do?
No,
It attacked us.
I would have, one, talked to it, two, run away.
Talked to? Oh, we
No.
could have talked to it.
It's a troll. Troll, though.
My
It's a
bad.
giant.
My bad.
Oh, we can maybe put its head back onto its body and.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do we have any super glue?
Who's getting that head? Not it.
Yeah, I was gonna grab the head.
Get up and it's looking.
Oh, it is actually staring back. Okay, well, I'm gonna toss it. I'm gonna move.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, I was gonna walk around and pick it up. I'll make my dexterity saving throw though.
If you came over here to pick it up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, natural 20. So you see it looking at you.
Mhm.
You immediately drop it, and a ray of cold wind blasts out of its mouth, and it flies around the room. I'm going to roll a d8 to see what direction it goes.
Can I conveniently chuck it in the direction of that spike pit?
So 1 for north, and then going clockwise.
Mhm.
It flies directly into this corner.
Hey. Oh God.
Maybe we could try talking to the head now.
The rest of the body is like twitching.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't think you can do anything at this point.
Is there like a lot of blood?
Yeah. You know what? Not as much as you would expect. There is
Is it
some.
red?
It's dark red. It's kind of like it's already like clouded a little. It's like a darker color.
Can I just take my staff, the end of my staff, and just sort of pick it up by a knot in the hair, and pointing it in the direction of the wall the entire time, move it over and drop it into that pit? Because I figure if the body wants it back, it has to jump in the pit to get it, and then it'll be stuck again.
Make it to the pit,
Mhm.
and I need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, so a cone of
Get with and take the leg.
cone of white dragon fire
Oh God.
sprays out towards the two kobolds here.
Oh.
One of them succeeds, one of them fails, and the head rockets along the stick back at you. So you can take the cold damage.
Okay.
But right there's some those. I already rolled it. That's okay. 3d6. Yeah. 8. This one is dead. This one's
Damn it.
frozen. This one survives. you're going to take 4 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
from the head. And then I need you to make another dexterity saving throw because you overcompensate and lean towards the pit.
There's.
You don't fall off the edge.
Okay.
The head, I'm going to roll another d8. It did go towards you, but I'm just going to roll randomly if it goes towards the pit or not. I would say anything from, because you're still there and you can still kind of influence its direction, as long as it's not 6, 7, or 8, it's going to the pit. That's a 4. So
Okay.
it lands, it goes down, and it rests on the edge here, and looks straight at you and Udrael, and you can kick it into the pit if you want.
Definitely.
All right. Kick it into the pit. You hear a very faint impact sound, but that's it. It's only 10 foot.
Yep.
Space pit. What would you all like to do?
I would like to say he should have quit while he was ahead.
Wait, was that the kobold that got frozen?
This one got frozen.
Oh, okay.
Like cover for hidden doors or whatever.
If you roll high enough.
I don't know what everybody else rolled.
If you are going to deliberately look around, press all the floor tiles and stuff, then I would let you make another check again for that. If you're just gonna go around and look for a secret door.
I might be able to.
Not very smart.
Malthar will be gathering up the coins in the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Have you done that?
I'll help out Jeb in looking
Is that
for.
a natural 20?
It is.
Nice. Our rolls are very polarized today.
Right.
A lot of 20s, a lot of 1s.
You find a very small secret door, disguised
Hey.
as a sort of an empty. There's a couple wide, empty arches along the wall here, and one of them is a little different. It looks a little different. And
Jeb's
it's-
gonna say to himself under his breath, good thinking, Jeb.
Now Jeb won't be able to fit through. This is like a dog door.
Oh, shit.
And not only is it like a dog door, but as far as you know, the tunnel is just
It's kobold size.
a medium or small. Well, so a human-sized or smaller could both. I would say as soon as you find this kobold, Udrael will slightly more slowly, but so come over.
Should somebody go in and scout it out? Can everybody fit through it except for me?
I don't know that Naidaadi could.
Yeah.
There is a rope across this.
I mean, I could turn into an animal and fit to that short, but
You, I think, have one left.
yeah.
Malthar.
Which I'm willing to do if there's no other option.
What? I'm gathering up coins here. What?
Trade me. I'll gather up coins and you go through that tunnel.
Alright.
Sounds like a bad deal, but
Malthar will get on his belly and belly crawl into the tunnel.
I promise I'll share some.
And If not, I'll know where to find you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like half-formed, cobbled together lump of troll is starting to slide.
No. No.
Oh God! Can I come over this way and just sort of beat at it? Just
Yeah, you can
overhand.
moving for a bit.
Can I take like one of its like maybe it's like little pinky and just like keep that in my pack?
Yeah, you could take some of it. What do you want to take?
I just want
I'm
to take
gonna
like
try
its
to
little wiggly pinky.
All right, it does start wiggling.
I want to find like a section of spine or something and just start burning it to produce flame.
Oh.
Yeah, it starts to like boil, all that oil that's settled all over it. Kind of catches a little and smolders, and yeah, this seems a bit more effective.
That gives me an idea. Okay.
What would you say is the weight for a troll pinky?
Put it as 0.
0? Okay.
Because I don't really see any point in adding a weight lower than 1 unless you have many of them.
I just didn't know if its pinky was so big that maybe it weighed 1.
Like, I think it's valuable to add the weight of coins, calculate that, because you have many of them, and it's fun when you have so much money you can't carry it.
I also have 2 sapphires that have no weight.
Yeah. I guess they're rocks, but they're tiny rocks. They're like coins, but you're not. Yeah, what do you... Malthar is going through the tube.
Mm-hmm.
What's everyone else doing?
I don't know, this is more of a far-fetched suggestion, but Oolon's burning the spine, Jeb's taking the pinky, gives me an idea that if we were to like somehow extract the 2 arms and the collarbone, we could turn them into like witching sticks and always find our way back here, if that's even possible.
Wait, what are you trying to take?
Like the upper part of the arm and the collarbone, if we were like take that and use it as witching sticks to like hone in on this room or something.
If you would like to try and butcher it and take more, like, pinky's easy.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying. The spine is a little harder, but you weren't being very particular.
Well,
and you're using fire.
If
You're able to get it.
Oh,
you weren't taking it.
down on the ground, it'll always like inch its way towards.
That works.
If you want to try and butcher it and take a specific part, that's going to be a survival check.
I'm getting kind of squeamish, but I'd be up for trying it.
And it when you start like even thinking about it, you do see that it'll stop moving for a bit. The fire keeps it down longer.
Mm-hmm.
It'll start moving again, and so you're going to be fighting it to take its bones. That's going to be traumatizing for you, depending on your choice.
We broke it down to like a molecular level. The molecules keep trying to reform. Is this a spoiler?
You can try.
Oh God! Let's make.
Disintegrate.
Can we make troll?
Invisible atom.
You were trying to what?
I'm going to perform nuclear fission.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm just thinking make troll burgers and feed them to people.
You could
Yeah.
get so many. You could get so many burgers.
They would like never die. You'd be like eating a living thing still. You'd be able to feel it inside your belly, like moving around.
Oh man.
Malthar, you're not sure of any what's going on over here. You are squeezing way through this long stone tube. You have dark vision, right?
Yes, and I have
So
the
you can.
stomp.
You have dark vision. You have the sconce. You're having to push that ahead of you. There's not enough room to actually hold it.
Sure.
Yeah. So with light and with dark vision, you are able to make it through here without panicking because you can clearly see how close you are to the end. If you didn't have dark vision, I was gonna have you do checks because at a certain point you would realize that you aren't able to turn around.
Phew.
And you slump out onto the floor. You're in a small room with the relief of the back of a humanoid shape, like the relief of an armored elf facing away from you, carved onto this wall. And there's there's a lever here.
Oh, a lever.
No mystery.
Oh, okay. I will pull the lever.
All right. Yeah, it it opens down into the floor, and you can step over it. Behind this statue of Squeeze.
Please.
An ice sculpture on the wall here.
Yeah.
What are you three doing over here?
More ideas.
Okay. There's not much time to think because while you're thinking, you're also having to continue to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should. So there was not. I guess maybe we should just go.
Was there like a lid to the sarcophagus?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
slid it off, and because it was far too heavy to lift, you slid it off and it cracked on the ground. So there's two pieces.
Well, okay, then can I kick over like some important looking part, like a part of a leg or an arm or something? Can I like kick it over and try to like pin it under part of the lid to the sarcophagus?
Yep. You can do that. That's pretty easy with the smaller half of it, or either half of this. Lift it enough to. Yeah.
Now, Daddy, don't forget the coins.
right. Yeah, I'll take a moment to gather the rest of the coins up.
Naidaadi or was Malthar the one who stripped for coins?
Well, Malthar was, but I sent Malthar into the tunnel instead.
You can both. I'll have you both do a. Malthar did it pretty quickly, so why don't you roll? Just roll 3d. Roll 1d4 and 2d6.
9.
You were rooted. You were like grabbing and stuff. So do that again.
Okay, Malthar got 3 and 10.
So the 1d4 is platinum pieces. The one of the d6s, the first d6 is gold, and the second d6 is silver.
So,
Right.
I would say Malthar gets 2 rolls. Naidaadi can take 2 right now, and depends on how long you want to stay here doing that.
I'll just count those 2 as 2 and call it good.
So now what are you doing? Because you're at a certain point, it's going to start getting exhausting, feeding something to death constantly,
Yes.
repeatedly.
I mean, do we really care if it's still like? Can't it just go into the pit and then it's not? It's like it's not gonna reform or be a. Is it?
I mean, it might eventually. That's why I just wanted to like pin something under and slow it down more. But yeah, it's also probably not gonna come after us. At least not
Like,
very quickly, anyway.
If we leave, like, how would it even know? I guess I have its pinky.
Mhm. Exactly. And we'll take that pinky and we'll install it in if we have a tray or something, we'll turn it into a compass. Is there any more treasure to pick up, or can we just, leave?
You'd have to spend more time to investigate. But you could.
Well, I mean, from the first investigation, is there any more?
From the first investigation, there was the scimitar that Ydrael took.
Mhm.
There were 4 scrolls, which Oolon has,
Mhm.
or 3 of them.
Okay.
Ydrael has the other one.
And coinage.
And the coins.
Okay.
More coins down there, but you were trying to prioritize the platinum, which looks a lot like the silver at a glance.
Mhm.
Again, you can spend more time to roll more.
No.
How many rolls you want to take?
No, this is starting to become unnerving. I'll shimmy my way over the pit and out.
Can we make a new expression?
I'm gonna wait.
It's no use beating a dead troll.
Manny, roll a 1d5 in the chat. Do /1d5 or 1d4.
Okay.
Just do a 1d4.
Okay.
And you want a 5, or you want a 4.
Okay. Well, I got a 1.
You got a 1. Okay. Roll another one.
All right.
No. Yeah. Okay. No, there are no rings on the pinky that you took. All right. Are you going across the pit?
Me?
Anyone?
Yeah. I would like to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You can. I think I said before that it wasn't. Did I say it wasn't a check to jump, or I was making a check? This wasn't.
I think it was a check.
At one point, we did make a rope across.
Yeah,
from,
you made a rope. At this point, you can jump across with that.
Yeah, I'll use the rope myself. I was thinking I could use a jump spell, but that's going to waste all my spell slots. So.
It's probably still easiest to jump, but you have. You take one last look at the pit, and that head, landed with the hair stuck on one of the spikes, so it's kind of hanging by the hair, and it's looking at its eyes are moving between.
Can Malthar creep over to the edge of the pit and give that head one last arrow to it?
Yeah, you can shoot it once, and the arrow sticks into the head. Aside from it, as the rest of the body slowly slugs its way over and just slumps in one mostly together mass into the pit.
Oh.
There's still pieces behind. There's some other bits left over here, but a lot of it has made it down into the pit deliberately.
Man, I kind of want to acid breath it, but
Wasn't there an impassable door that we passed to get into this place? Could we shut that now?
Yep. All the doors on your way out have a lever beside them, just like the secret door, that opens them up again. And then when you go through, they close. And that resets the trap. Same with this one. You pull the lever and it disables the pressure plate, so you can walk over it just fine. And then when you open this door with the lever, the pressure plate ring, the door over here closes. Final door here, when you pull the lever to open it, it opens, and then when you step out, closes, and the key pops out of it, and you drive away.
Okay.
What do you want to do now? The remaining kobolds are going to head back to their home. Rest. And you're welcome to go with them.
Did anybody take damage, really? No, I don't think so.
I took a little bit.
I took one thing.
Yeah. No, you killed it pretty quick and then kept killing it.
I mean, we can
And-
list if people want, or where else is there that we haven't explored?
How did you get in here, Malthar?
Oh, there was a secret door behind one of these statues
Wood.
that had a chamber at the end of that tunnel. Made me crawl through.
Interesting. Is there a way we can test that the other statues don't also do the same thing?
I mean, if you want to stay here while Mr. Troll reforms, potentially. I'm not in the mind to do that since we haven't been able to stop the thing yet.
I'll go over to the pit and just spit at it, but
Okay.
then leave.
It'll start to melt together. It almost becomes a little bit more of one piece because of that, but it's boiling and burning. Little wisps of green fire.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, I propose following the kobolds since we've kind of befriended them,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll help to explore the place more.
Sure.
I asked them also, do we know how to get deeper into the Citadel? Or are you just inhabiting one little part of it?
I think last time they said that the goblins had in the goblin area there was a way down into the lower levels.
Right. Okay.
I'm managing the. How do I clear the music cue?
I do not remember.
Oh, I can't use that. Okay. Well, I'm trying to play that Last Crusade.
Okay.
Maybe but
Clear queue is available to everyone. Clear-queue.
I wonder if the dynamic lighting feature in Roll20 would make this easier, or like make it quicker. Because I'm always worried that it would be too out of my control.
It really does slow down the rendering of the environment.
Dynamic lighting does.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it always takes me so long to re-reveal an area that I've hidden for whatever reason. Often with no good reason. So yeah, you can return with the kobolds and ask whatever you like. You were asking about the deeper areas beneath the Citadel. Believe your dash key. I wasn't doing the dash thing. So. I'm just gonna stop it. There we go, that works. Just a reset. Yeah, you were asking about getting deeper into the Citadel. Israel knows that the hobgoblins, the goblins have been in this place for a while, and she knows that they also live deeper into the Citadel. They think there might be multiple ways to get down there, but one of them is through the Underdark, which is where they came from. They came out up here. There may be ways to get down there through the Underdark, but the easiest way is in Goblin Town. And the goblins have gone down there since before the hobgoblins showed up. Now the hobgoblins are in charge. She's not sure what the hierarchy is, except that the hobgoblins are in charge. And Dern is in charge.
Okay.
Would it be beneficial to the kobolds if the hobgoblins were removed from this level?
Definitely. Yes. The kobolds want nothing more than to rid this place of goblins so that they can continue worshipping their ancient dragons in peace. The goblins have, as far as they're concerned, sort of defiled the place, and they don't worship dragons. She says that these goblins worship demons. She's not sure about the hobgoblins. And they've been fighting with the goblins for a while, trying to reclaim the Citadel for Dragon.
So we've learned that there's like a passageway from kobold territory to goblin town territory. And that's kind of been contested between the two groups.
Yes. This door right here is basically the front line, where there's a couple adjacent rooms that both sides have trapped. So it's treacherous to go this way. The other way, of course, is also treacherous, but it's not as heavily trapped. It's just it's longer. It's more guarded. That's the way that you went. You went the other way, where they had some archers set up. They also had a dragon. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The goblins stole Eudrail's dragon. Calcrix, who was being trained to one day rule the Citadel. She says as a young dragon, Calcrix didn't understand the responsibility and needed to be a young. She says that a young dragon. That's a dangerous time for a dragon. They don't yet remember all of the things from the past. They do. They eventually inherit memories. She's open to the idea that if you clearly want to get deeper into the Citadel, she's willing to accompany you with some kobolds to make a push to drive the goblins out. If you want to organize an assault.
Would she be willing to give us a map of their side of the traps on this little central DMZ area?
Yes. She'll show you all of the traps that they.
Okay.
I think that's a very, very beneficial deal to both sides. If we could have some kobolds along at Udrill.
Their goals are going to be to drive out the goblins, however way that happens. They want the goblins gone. They don't want the dragon killed. The dragon lives. And then they're going to continue polishing up, they're going to continue working on this upper level of the Citadel before they eventually start working down. So you will have free reign to explore the lower levels. They're not going to help them. They're not going to accompany you to the lower level, but you still have a place to rest up here.
Okay.
Malthar is in favor of trying to do an assault on the goblin territory and push them either out of the Citadel or at least off of this level.
Yeah, I support that as well.
Okay. Tomorrow morning at dawn.
Sounds good.
Goodbye.
So are we going to do a long rest first?
You can take a long rest.
Okay. And before the long rest, I would like to try to fix my ear. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can use a spell slot.
Oh, maybe we can put the
And
pinky on
medicine
his
check.
ear.
Oh god.
Maybe he can have a pinky on it where his ears.
How are you storing the pinky?
I was just keeping it in maybe if I've got like a little draw. Let me see. Do I have a little drawstring bag or something like that?
You could get like the kobolds could supply you with a pouch.
I've got a silver flask. I could put it in the silver flask.
Push it into the flask.
Oh,
It's
is it
pretty
that
big.
big?
It's not gonna. It's a big pinky.
I'll
It's
just
not
put.
gonna fit
You
into
know what? I'll just put it in with my rations.
Oh, yeah, that's a great place.
No mistakes can come. No, yeah, I'd like to put it in a little drawstring bag or something if possible.
Yeah, the kobolds can supply you with the pouch. Drag the pouch over from the compendium. Yeah. There. 10 healing. Make a medicine check.
Oh.
Yes, you can heal the injury. You no longer have disadvantage on perception that has to do with it. And you also have an ear. There's maybe still a bit of the scar. At a glance. It's your first real battle scar.
Yeah. Alright.
Can
with my
we-
final spell slot, I'm also just going to cast Good Berry, and then I'll just hold on to them, if you
Okay.
allow that.
Yes, I think they last for 24 hours.
Can we like gather all the kobolds together and like stand before them and like sort of like boom out, like be like, tomorrow the goblins fall, and they all go like ah.
Make a
Can we use one of Oolon's good berries for face paint first?
performance check with advantage from whoever's participating in the rallying cry.
I have bad charisma, but I still want to do it.
Yeah, you have advantage.
15. Nope, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Let me see what else Udral has for you. She's been holding back on some of her.
Can Malthar refill his quiver with arrows?
Yes, they can top you up
Ah.
to a full 20 arrows. She'll give. She has an elixir of health, if anyone wants it. Small flask with 3 doses.
I'd take that.
There is also, she'll hand to Oolon. Or no, you know, she's going to hand this to Jeb. It's a little wooden carving of like a sort of knot design, like a vertical, sort of like a little braid design that goes in a line, and that's the trunk of a tree, and the top of the tree is a green feather. And she'll hand it to you and say, this thing's magic. I don't know what it does. Have fun. Kind of looks like you. So you have a little wooden feather token.
Is she forthcoming about the scimitar that she grabbed?
Yeah, she'll say it's a holy relic.
Oh. Of their order.
She might be assuming that, but that's what she says. It's a holy relic that she took from the sarcophagus of the dragon priest. Oh, someone's approaching with my order. See, you're a little early.
Hey, that's good. Can't get mad about that.
No, be a good time to take a break.
I was just thinking that too.
20 minutes.
Sure.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Setting a timer.
Sorry, I restarted your music. Unless you restarted it.
I restarted it.
Oh, okay.
All right, I changed it and started, and I cleared the queue and I played something.
Okay.
I'm back.
Right. Because you're planning this out, how would you like? And they're not going to do just about anything, but they're open to suggestions in terms of how to assault the goblins. They can operate with like a number of different tactics. They can provide cover fire. You know, they have bows and things. That's probably the area of expertise for the most of the kobold fighters. The kobold elite, they're a little bit more versatile. They have spears.
Oh,
They could help with.
sorry, this is not related, but you said assault, which reminded me of this. I want to get your take on this.
Okay.
What do you think of assault? No, I'm just kidding. Um, there's a fish and chip shop near where I live called A Salt and Battery, like A Salt
And battery, like batter, like
Yeah. So what
bread
do you think of
batter.
that?
Brilliant.
Good.
bolt. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Wow. I never saw. I mean, that's London. You were in London.
This wasn't in London. This is
Oh,
in
this
New
was
York.
in New York. Okay, I guess either way.
It's
I
run,
was just
it's run
thinking
by
like,
people. The people who run it are from the UK, but it's near where I live
Yeah.
now.
okay, I don't remember. I just didn't remember like pubs or chip shops having that interesting names. But I was thinking in London maybe, but in New York.
Oh,
for
pubs.
sure.
I love
There's
the
no
names of
rules.
pubs.
Yes, they're not funky like that, but they're
No, they're not usually like jokes, but they sound
the old
incredible.
dolphin
Yeah.
or something.
The funkiest one I ever went to was the Hung, Drawn, and Quartered. Anyway, sorry.
What was the oh gosh, what were all the pub names in World's End?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the World's End, obviously. The Hole in the Wall, I know, is one of them because they drive a car through the. I think there is one maybe called the Mermaid or something like that.
Mhm.
First Post, the Old Familiar, the Famous Cock, the Cross Hands, the Good Companions, the Trusty Servant, the Two-Headed Dog, the Mermaid, the Beehive, and the King's Head, and the Hole in the Wall. And then obviously the World's End,
Right.
the final one.
All right.
All good, realistic names, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Sorry, didn't mean
World's
to take us
End.
off on that tangent.
Seems weird to me, but I don't really know.
That is probably the least accurate one, it seems.
Yeah.
But it's also the name of the movie, so
Yeah.
you kind of got to do it.
All right. Yeah. What do you? How do you want to go about it? I mean, there's obviously two ways.
Be a pub.
What?
Black Pearl could be a pub.
Yeah. Usually I'll suggest going this way, despite the traps, because if they go around the other way, it's going to be easier for the goblins to flank them because this area will be less guarded. It's easier to guard the long way while they assault from the short way, rather than assaulting the long way while they guard from the short way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They know there's also an above ground entrance to Goblin Town, but they don't know where it is. They only know about it because the goblin assaulted from the third way. They assaulted from the way you came in. And they don't know how the goblin got around that way.
All right.
How would you like the kobolds to fight? Because you'll be accompanied by 2 elite warriors and 4 others. Yudra will support as much as she can, but she's not going to go far. And she'll have at least 2 of the kobolds with her.
Probably if the kobold with the bows can do the cover fire as
I should say they don't have bows; they have sling, but that's not much.
okay, sure.
In the short range, the sling is pretty effective.
Rally the troops. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm up for it. That sounds like a good plan to me. Oops.
What do you want the elites to do?
I'd say go first, but
They could. They could have shields and spears. They could have just spears and like go for full damage.
Can I just sit down with them and be like, listen, you guys are non-player characters. It's okay if you die. It's really not okay if we die.
I was just about to tell you the exact opposite.
Oh my god.
We were literally about to say the same thing. That's crazy.
If spears and shields are an option, I think that makes sense if they're going to be at the first line.
They could go up front with shields.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, we could go really fun here, and I could say that rather than attacking, they could hold their actions to like do the fighter thing where they like interrupt or they give disadvantage to attacks against whoever they're near. Sort of like a dungeon world defend action.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you would prefer that, or they can just go first and attack, but have that extra ability with the shield.
Are we just running in or marching in like a British army, or do we want to try like a more sneaky? Like, how about 2 of you go in? The 2 elite go in and like sneak in and try to take out as much as you can.
I mean, if the 2 elites could go at the front line and like dodge on their turns, then at least
They could try to
first
draw
turn.
attention.
Yeah, and then we could sweep around the sides and stab them.
That's a good. They're fully down to do that. If anyone's gonna sneak in, they know you guys' skill set, so they're aware that if anyone's gonna sneak in and get a few hits off, it probably wouldn't be them, Malthar or someone.
Malthar doesn't want to get surrounded by goblins. He's not gonna sneak in there.
Yeah. They like that. They like that plan of the shield stepping out first. And the rest of the kobolds will follow you guys in and support with ranged.
Good deal.
All right. Udril uses a scroll to cast mage armor on herself. Not the scroll that was taken from.
How many hit dice do we get back on a long rest, by the way?
Half of your total rounded down.
Okay.
So you're level 2,
Yeah.
I think. So yeah.
My total is 2. I get 1, yeah.
This whole adventure, you'll probably just get back.
Okay.
Alright, so the marching order is elites, and in the back is Udril, or it's Kobold, Udril, Kobold.
Mhm.
What are you guys doing?
I'll
Let's throw another Kobold.
let's just say we hang back. Kind of follow them, step where they step, etc.
Right.
Jeb, do you want to be in the middle front?
Meaning, like, here?
Like, switch places with Mouth.
Oh. Yeah, sure.
You briefly see into the main hall where most of the kobolds live, because kobolds are coming in and out, making stuff for the warriors, giving gifts. They'll give you a couple things. Somebody can get a draconic, like, holy symbol of a multi-headed dragon on it. Who wants a holy symbol?
Yeah, I'll have a holy symbol.
All right, Oolon has a holy. And yeah.
All right.
They point out the traps, that the floor is completely trapped, and there's also a swinging log that you can easily make it through this room without triggering any of them. The next room, however, you may want to break marching order if anyone wants to check for traps, because they know there's traps in this hallway, but they don't know where they are or what they. So the two elite that are wearing scale mail and shields and spears look back to the dungeoneers that are here. So one of them's standing on the edge here, like poking their spear with the like ceiling. And when you look, is anyone coming up to help?
Yeah, Malthar will kind of sneak up and try to identify anything that looks suspicious.
All right. Immediately, roll a investigation or perception. Immediately, you can see there's ropes tied like all over here. Traps have been assembled and disassembled and not fully removed. There's ropes. There's like lots of sand on the ground. So like any portion of the ground could have a pit under it, and you don't know because there's like leaves and sand all over it. With advantage, because of all the help, 21. You immediately identify 3 traps. There's a crossbow set up in the corner over here, not very well disguised. That's definitely going to fire based on like a tripwire over here. You see like 4 buckets that are suspended on the ceiling with ropes tied to them, and you identify the like central trigger for that. And you also find a few places in the ground. You find a bear trap, like a full hunter's bear trap. You can just barely see it around this corner here. So you identify several different traps. And you're pretty sure, like, if that's not all of them, they managed to fit more traps.
Wow.
So you can basically, I'll have everyone make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw to go through here, but they're going to have advantage because you successfully spotted all of them.
Okay.
Unless you methodically go through and disable, which you could also do. And then no one has to make.
Let's go for speed.
So everyone makes dexterity saving throw or acrobatics check with advantage. I would accept stealth, honestly. That's definitely a success. Remember, it's DC 10 and you have advantage.
Oh god.
Athletics check, you said?
And no, acrobatics, dexterity saving throw, or stealth.
I think an athletics check would be a good.
You think athletics would be good?
No,
What, you're just running through?
That's a natural 20 anyway. I was just because I have good athletics.
Yeah.
Again, with the highs and lows.
If I trigger the traps, then the people behind me don't get hit by them, right?
They don't get hit by that trap.
Oh, right. Okay.
Although you did roll. You didn't roll a natural one, but you did roll a 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a -1 dexterity.
Well, no, he did roll a natural one.
Yeah,
Right,
but
we
he
had
had advantage.
And oh, right,
He
I had advantage.
so it's
Excuse me.
just a dirty one.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we'll say you trigger that crossbow and take 3 piercing damage. And that one does not reload, so getting hit by the crossbow. I'll give a +1 to the kobolds. Come after you. There's one trap gone. Success. 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 That's a success. One of them is a failure.
Jeb, I said to watch out for the tripwires. Not step on it.
They rolled good.
You know, it wasn't. It was.
And you can not be in the front anymore if you don't want to be.
Malthar will stay near the front, I guess.
Okay. There's a door, and it leads to. There's 2 more doors, so you get to the hall, where the long hallway that you remembered. Are you bursting this door, or are you? It's not the final door, but there might be goblins. You're not certain.
First it.
Okay. Move aside. I'll help.
Right. Easy enough. It's locked, but it's not a sturdy door. I won't make a check. You can kick the door down loudly.
Yep.
And it's an empty room. You see a cold fireplace, several furs. There's another door here, which you know leads to the hall. And you're not sure if anyone heard the door being busted down, but if anyone did, you've got a short amount of time to still have some element of surprise. Are you running in?
Yeah, I'll run in. I'll run over.
All right.
I'll just shoulder
These
this
ones
one
will come
open
with
too.
you. All right. Let's roll initiative to get it.
Oh, Alex is the druid side.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna roll separate initiative for the kobold elites, just 'cause we happen to indicate. But I am going to have Naidaadi, the elites, and Malthar too, if you're sticking up in front. I'm gonna have you go first.
Okay.
Well, this first round will be a little bit different. I don't know. This is a very planned out encounter. If you want to move initiative around, I'd like it, because I think it would make sense. Do you want to move initiative around, or do you want to stick with the way that it's set here?
I'll stick with the 6 from Alpha.
It seems basically fine to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna move Naidaadi up if that's all right with everyone. Or 15.
Yeah, 15.5.
Yeah,
That was a
That
good
works.
roll.
Wow. How do you even do that?
I just typed in 15.5.
Well, yeah, of course you typed it in because that's what he rolled.
Sheets.
What's my exhaustion doing at this point? Just to
Oh, it's gone.
okay.
'Cause you just took a long rest.
All right.
It's goblins. Sorry. I'll be done in a minute. I'll just use the same. Alright,
Excuse me. Who? I might have asked this before, but who's the KFC man on your shirt?
He's an Australian pastor who does a podcast called the Unmade Podcast with another of his friends who lives in London or somewhere in UK. And they have an obsession with KFC. So.
What is? I feel like British people love KFC. I know he's not British, but the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
British people love KFC because didn't One Direction did a song about KFC.
Wonder if they've even talked about that on the show. Because the Australian guy is also obsessed with like 90s and 2000s bands, like pop music and stuff. So.
I was like, oh man, KFC must be great in the UK because I knew it was a little different. I tried it while I was there. It sucked shit. It was terrible. It was way worse than the KFC we have in the US.
That's funny. Oh man.
Like I think I was even high when I ate it, and I was like, and I still was like, this is not that good.
Is it like the whole joke about like the British having like no taste buds or no flavor?
Pretty underwhelming food. I like some things there a lot. I like the meat pies quite a bit.
I disagree. I think they do a lot of things really, really well. There's just many things that we do well that they can't do at all.
I'm a bit of a heat seeker.
Right.
Anything spicy? No. Like you can.
For Indian food, they have good Indian food.
Well, of course, they have Indian food, but they're not responsible for that. But you're right, Indian food, very good. But it's like if a British person like looks at a jalapeno, they'll like start crying. Like you can't. There's nothing in that. You buy hot sauce in the store, and it's like water. It's
think
insane.
they are responsible. I think British Indians are responsible for British Indian food. I think that's like Mexican American food is a credit to American cuisine because Mexican Americans make great food in restaurants. I think it fully counts. I think the only way it doesn't count is if you don't count
versus
British
Mexicans
Indians
coming over.
The battle music's playing, so I'm gonna jump back into this.
Okay.
Having a battle of wits right now.
So this door is already opening. There's at least two goblins here. These doors are open, and you see here. So, Naidaadi, what are you doing? Are you busted the door down? Do you want to go through first, or are you going to let these two kobolds go through first?
I was going to let them go through, but I'm willing to just run in.
Yeah. Go in. You have an action. What do you want to do?
If I can, I would like to run toward the two that I immediately see and breath weapon them.
Okay. Yeah. Your breath weapon is a line.
Black is a line, 30 feet. Okay. Yeah, that should work.
Are you attacking one of them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one.
The breath weapon?
Yep, the one southish.
All right. Dexterity saving throw. That is a 12. Do we ever figure out what your DC is? It should be 8 plus perfect. It's 10 plus constitution.
10 plus Constitution. That is 12.
12. Okay, so it succeeds and takes half of. Is it 2d10?
Oh my gosh.
2d6?
Breath weapon. 2d6. 2d6.
Okay.
Divided by
Half
2.
of 2d6. This could be a one shot,
Okay.
depending on the roll. Well, no, actually.
About half of
Maximum
10.
6.
5 points.
Half would be 3, so. Oh, yeah, right, no, 12. So 5 points is not a one shot.
All right.
It definitely. Strong open.
Dang, I could. Oh, wait. Oh. Are we past the point that my favored foe would have worn off? Yes, we are. That's 1
yes,
hour
you took
only.
a long rest.
Okay, never mind. Dang, I could have cast that first, and it's all right.
Kobold Elite are going to do what they are meant to do. They're going to run in to the middle of the room and occupy that space and take dodge actions with their shields up there. Whack their shields with their spears. Oolon.
Okay. I'm going to step out here, I guess, and start my archer starry form.
Started form.
I don't know why, but Alex is the only person who's like way quieter than the music.
Yeah, I'm turning him up.
Oh.
I've turned the music down for myself already, just because. I think it works. It works when it's quiet.
I think this is always the problem that I have when I use my laptop. I gain the camera, but I lose a ton of volume.
Well,
I can still hear you.
Yeah, I've
You're
turned
just-
you up all the
everybody's
way,
louder.
and you're
Okay.
for me. What are you doing? Oh, Archer Starry Form. All right.
Yeah, so it rolls the.
That's
yeah,
definitely a hit.
hit.
Who are you attacking?
Oh, I guess I'll attack the same one.
All right. Yeah, you take it out. Vaporize it with a bolt of light. Is that what this is? What is this? What is this? I know it's your
It's,
starry form, but
Yeah, it's like, I guess it's an arrow shape, but like it looks like a constellation.
oh yeah, cool. And you're not fully blocking the door, but if you move, it'll be easier.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Or I can move to here too.
These kobolds are going to funnel in, take position. 2 of them are going to take position by the door. These 3 are just going to. They're not going to get away yet. And they'll hold ranged attacks, although they're not going to have a good shot on anyone. Jeb.
Yep. So I'm going to move here if I can.
All right.
That's, I believe, 30 feet, which is my movement. Oh, I can move one ahead. Sorry.
Yep.
Move here. And I'm going to try to. I have a javelin. I would like to throw at this dude.
All right.
Oh, natural one.
Oh, yeah, it hits one of these pillars and the end snaps.
Yep.
not retrievable. Malthar.
Can we see what's going on up that way?
Yes.
Malthar will
See.
come.
2 goblins. This one is starting to turn on the way here. This one's running towards the door.
Okay. Malthar will shoot over the kobolds and try to hit this goblin down there.
All right.
Probably.
Even with its extra like cover, that hits.
6.
Good shot.
And then probably just move out of the doorway. And that's it for now.
All right. This door busts open. Music is fine. 2 goblins. Shields and weapons come through. This goblin stumbles to the door and shuts it and leans against it. This goblin is going to run over and, with a bow, take a quick shot at Jeb.
Oh shit! I accidentally. Is there a way to undo if I delete something off my?
Control Z. Try that immediately.
No.
No.
Oh, wait.
Would you...
Oh no, it didn't work.
Sometimes that undoes your movement. But would you delete?
I deleted my javelin off of my thinking that I only had 1, but I actually have 6. Well, I have 5 now.
That's easy to fix. Just drag it from the compendium. But you can delete in your inventory, the 5 that are in your inventory, and then drag and drop. Oh, yeah, there's a couple different ways to do that, but that's probably the easiest. Just delete it from your inventory, drag and drop javelin from the compendium, and then reapply the quantity in your inventory.
So do any of these kobolds that were holding actions get shots on these goblins that just entered?
This one will get a shot it'll have 3/4 cover. That would this one I'll give it a 3/4 shot. This one.
Sorry, wait, did somebody attacked me?
Yeah, I was doing the kobolds first because I forgot that they were holding. And now the goblin shooting a bow at Jeb. That's 13.
Does not hit.
All right. Then leans against the door. Door is mostly it's not like latched, but it's mostly shut. And so the goblin has total cover unless you go over there.
Okay.
You hear many more goblins in here. Yeah, there's lots going on. Actually, 2 of them would be able to get over here. Ranged attacks. I'm gonna make 1 against Malthar. I think. Nah, they would be able to get clear shots. Well, that's a natural 2, and another one at Malthar. That one is a 16.
That hits.
4 piercing damage. These 2 are going to make melee attacks against the 2 kobolds that are making themselves very obvious. These attacks are at disadvantage. That one hits. That one also hits. So they do still hit. For 5 and 4. Trail is going to come up to the door and she'll do a ray of frost at this one. It's going to be a tough shot. That's a hit. Only 1 cold damage, though. Speed is lowered. The elites, they took their dodge action first turn. They have been hit, though. Now that there's things in melee, I think they're going to attack. The north one. Miss. South, that's a hit. Spears. Ooh, that is 7 damage. So this south one is out. And that's Naidaadi again.
Okay. I am... What do I have, actually? Yeah, I'm going to do my longbow at the guy against the wall on the side. There.
All right.
Hey.
Hey, look at that. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Ooh, which one is it?
This guy.
Yes. That is a one-shot.
Nice.
And I'll turn and I'll yell to the rest that are in sight or behind cracked doors. Anybody else want some? See if I can intimidate them.
That's a start. I'll remember that next time someone tries to intimidate. I think no intimidation checks quite yet.
Okay.
This door is open?
Yes.
Okay, so I can see those too.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Do they have partial cover or something?
Definitely, they're going to have cover.
All right.
I'm going to give them both 3/4 cover. The way that they're... If they were smart, they'd have full cover because they'd take a shot and then leave.
Right. Thankfully, they're not smart. Okay, then I'm actually just going to attack this one that's in melee.
All right.
First with reduced flame, which, okay, that doesn't hit, I assume. And then with the... Ooh, a 13, does that hit?
13 does not hit.
Okay. Real helpful this turn.
These kobolds funnel out here and take some tough shots at this one. Natural 20. And a miss. So the natural 20, I'm going to roll 2d4. They have slings that they spin around and then let go of one side. That is 5 bludgeon damage. these ones are gonna take their place, brace against the door. They don't have a crate. I'll give that one difficult shot. Miss. Jeb.
Yep. I'm going to just run forward and attack this guy right here with my great axe. I mean,
All right. You in melee, the cover won't really help. You can just push the door aside.
yeah, that's what I figured. That is a 19.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's more. You kill it more than twice over. So yeah, you completely bisect. I'm gonna say through the door. You hack through the door and
I bisect it, and then I make like a little funny quip, like, I didn't know you were bisexual.
oh my god.
Like something like that, like I'm in an action movie or whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, why did the music stop when I was fighting?
Yeah, it ran out. I didn't tailor this music for this. This is like half-formed playlists that I've been building for a different. But it's still working. Malthar.
All right. Malthar is going to move up to this remaining goblin here. Stab it with his short sword.
Right.
20.
Oh yeah.
It's
Two health
probably dead now. And then retreat this way. Is there enough creatures and cover here to try and hide in this little corner?
There's enough chaos that I think you could sort of hide.
Okay. Then
it's gonna be
bonus
difficult.
action.
So make a stealth check with disadvantage.
All right. Yeah, 12.
12.
Okay. That's it for Malthar.
Right. The goblins start getting hit through the door. They are going to start taking turns. Take a shot at kobolds. Miss. Miss. And
What was that little voice I just heard?
somebody out my window.
Oh.
I'll close it if it keeps happening.
At first I thought it was you doing a voice of like somebody in the game.
That's a really good voice.
Hobgoblin steps in. So you see them for a moment, but then they step to the side of the door like the others. This goblin is going to open the door again and take a shot at the kobold. That's a hit. D6. This elite is down.
Oh,
Closes the door again. Moving goblins, what you can't see. This is Udrail is gonna step up. Doesn't really have anyone to attack right now, so she's going to step back again and do nothing. The remaining kobold here is going to take the dodge action and stay with Naidaadi.
I'll yell in fury at the fall of that kobold.
Okay.
And I will run to the door, push it open, and melee attack with my short sword. 9 seems inadequate, though.
9 misses.
Okay.
Oolon.
Can I see that goblin now that the door's open?
Yes.
Okay.
Cover, but
Oh god.
nope.
Alright. Here we go again. Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot this is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Cool.
it's too chaotic in the battle.
Cool that I get to, like, do 2 attacks at once, but it'd be
Right, if
helpful
they
if
both-
they ever actually hit.
How long does the story form last? A minute?
This thing is wild shape. So, maybe? I can't remember if it's
Like an
1
hour. Yeah, I don't know. Can look at
A
that.
bonus action attack for an hour. That's amazing.
Yeah, I would guess it doesn't last as long as Wild Shape.
Oh.
Maybe though. I don't know that would be stronger than Moon, Circle of the Moon. The kobolds are going to. This one's gonna come up here. I think the kobolds are gonna line up here. I'm gonna give them. Obviously, you can't technically see it, but I'm gonna line them up here, and they're going to hold sling. They're all spinning slings around, and they're gonna hold sling attacks for this entryway here. Jeb.
Jeb. Going to. Can I push past here and attack this guy?
Yep. You'd be able to do that, yeah. Or you could come around. Could come around this way. Oh, you wouldn't be able to
That's a
run
good.
all the way there.
You're right. I wouldn't. But that is a good idea. All right, I'm gonna attack him, also with my great axe.
All right.
14.
14 does not hit.
Hmm.
That's a very bad angle, even in melee.
Yeah.
Malthar. Getting real cramped in here.
Yeah, Malthar is going to bonus action dash. 1, 2, 3.
You don't have to do double movement to get through them.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Say peekaboo. And
Peekaboo. You see the hobgoblin.
oh, well,
Oh yeah. Yeah, you execute. Is it helpful or more confusing when I move the tokens aside after you go? Should I just leave them on the ground for you to walk over?
I think just leave them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put them back. I was worried having the ground covered in X's made it a little overwhelming visually.
As long as they're like below us, like
Yeah.
Malthar is. Yeah. That's it for. Well, hang on. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you have 60 feet.
One. Yeah. Okay. Get there, and then to say there's a big one up that way, and that's how you use a short sword, Naidaadi. Okay, that's it. That's my move.
All right. The goblins gonna take turns poking out here and taking shots. They're gonna go for. They're both gonna go for the kobold. Was caught. One of them's gonna go for Naidaadi because he's basically a big kobold that shouted a minute ago. Miss. Oh, I did not give the hobgoblins initiative. Hobgoblin. There.
Would the kobolds take their shots?
Did I skip the kobold turns?
They
They go after Oolon.
They did have
on their turn they took position. Oh, right, you're right. They're holding, specifically I said, they're holding attacks aiming at this doorway. So yes, they will take attacks at those kobolds as they fire. And they don't get 3/4 cover. I might still give them half cover, but not 3/4. That's a miss, and that's a natural 20.
Oof.
Nice.
So 2d4 plus 2. Oops. That's 6. 6 damage. Not quite. I won. Oops. All right. Where did the? Udra is going to do the same thing. Look, nothing to do, back up. The elite is going to take the dodge action. Actually, he's going to look back at Oolon because he knows Oolon has magic that might be able to help. I don't know that he knows for sure that you have healing magic, but I think the kobold is going to look back at you
Like, I want to be healed?
like I'm hurt.
Okay.
And he's very hurt. Naidaadi.
I'll look over to Malthar, glare, and say, well, if you insist, and stomp through, step over this kobold, or this gnome, or goblin, golly, and longbow the hobgoblin.
All right.
Five damage.
5, yes, and 18 does hit. He was walking over, and as soon as he saw Malthar, he had his hand on his sword already. He draws it, and you hit him with the bow. Oolon. I'm gonna close the window.
I will cast Berlin as 8 healing for that kobold.
Right. You guys are managing morale very well.
And I can't also hold like a bonus action, can I?
You usually can't hold a bonus action. What was it gonna be?
Well, I was just gonna like hold the Starry form attack for when
Yeah,
that
I
goblin.
think you probably can't. I think I'm not.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's what
Yeah.
okay.
Gotta turn the music down again. Really picked up.
Roll20 says that my connection to the server has been interrupted, so I don't know if anything I do is gonna work now.
Try refreshing.
Okay.
I might make it worse. Might not load back in. But
Yep. Nah, it just says we're having trouble finding that site.
uh-oh. Okay. Well, you have in the rest of the initiative round to see if it works. Otherwise, we can do stuff for you. You can send a screenshot of the battlefield. The hobgoblin is going to run over and try and stab Naidaadi.
Okay.
He's gonna hack. He's gonna hack at you.
Okay. I got back in now.
Sweet.
Okay, good. That's an 11.
Miss.
I'm so sorry, Alex. A large arrow, like a long arrow, flies through this door and instantly kills this kobold. You see for a second a decorated hobgoblin standing with a bow about as tall as he is, who then steps off this way a bit. These kobolds, I'll give them their attacks against the archer. It's a natural 1. That's a miss. Miss. I'm not going to make them hit Oolon on the natural 1. That would be funny, though. Jeb.
So I can just walk over these dead bodies, right? Like they're not in my way.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they were bigger creatures, then probably.
So wait, let me see.
You're big and they're small.
Right, I can get to here. I can get to.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna go help out with this hobgoblin.
Yep.
Give a big attack there. Hopefully a big attack. We'll see. 13. Damn it.
13 misses. You don't get the foot. You don't get a big. You try to do a big swing, but you're in wrestling, right? There's not room for that. Malthar.
Huh. Malthar is going to squeeze also through the door, turn back towards the big hobgoblin that spooked him, and try to shoot his short bow at.
All right. If you come out here, you'll have a clearer shot.
Okay, sure. Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially because you could step here and then step back. 19 hits.
10.
10.
And
He's
then,
wrestling with like he's got his hands on Jeb's axe, and they're doing this, and you hit him right under the arm. And
oh
he
yeah,
collapses forward onto the ground.
yeah. What? Whoa.
You guys did a good bit of damage. A short time.
1, 2, 3. Malthus got enough movement to duck that out this way. Well, I guess that's it. 1, 2, 3.
The ones are gonna take shots and get shot. They're sort of outnumbered at this point by the held ranged attacks. But they're still gonna do it. They're gonna shoot at one at Malthar, one at Oolon. So Malthar, that's 13.
That misses.
Oolon 14.
Damn it.
That's a hit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's 5. And the ranged attacks against them. That's a hit. That's a miss. That's a hit. So I'll say a hit against each of them. Top one's down. Bottom one's down. Your line of archers here eliminates 2 goblin archers. I mean, your line of... Are they archers if they're throwing rocks? I guess so. They're...
Slinger.
Slingers?
Yeah. Artillery, I guess. Drael is going to come over here behind the archers. And she's going to shout,
Calcarix! Calcarix! Where have they kept you?
Naidaadi.
Yep. I am going to... Don't have that much movement, but if I hop over dead bodies...
That won't be any penalty if they're...
Right.
I think the hobgoblin body is a penalty. But
No,
not the goblin.
I'm going to rush back through the door and past everybody and jump over the piles of dead bodies and push my way back into this door as well. If I can. And instantly engage that guy. Now for the short sword, I yell as I run past Malthar.
There you go. That's how you use it.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
How's a 9
And
do?
you can also see 9 pierce, 9 damage. Yeah. Yeah, you. He's holding a bow. He doesn't have any way to. I mean, he's wearing armor, but so you know. Yeah, and you can all illuminate the entire room now. Someone's in here.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is there any way I can, like, size these up?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Not the greatest at that, but 14.
I mean, they're running away. I actually forgot to move them on the last round. They're going through this door.
Mhm.
They're not armored. They don't have weapons. This one is holding a dagger, but is facing you, but is walking back while the others run behind them. There's a couple hiding poorly in the trash heap over here. It's not trash. It's like furniture, and it's a large mound of furniture, crates. There's a couple large pieces of masonry. This is basically Goblin Town here.
Mm-hmm.
There's beds and couches and bookshelves. This door is open. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, cock an eyebrow, and I kind of call back through the door. We just wanted them to leave, right? We weren't massacring, right?
Yeah. Doesn't matter to the kobolds as long as they're gone. And as long as they're not going to come back. I think that you got the impression from you, Jariel, that you would like for Dern and maybe Grenell, which actually Grenell, you'd catch a glimpse of another goblin here. She would like to kill Dern so that he doesn't come back, but mainly just they want the goblins gone. Oolon. The kobold you just saved was killed immediately, but again, you're keeping morale up. I'm not even rolling to have these kobolds flee. They're sticking to their duties. These three are doing a great job with their, keeping up fire. But you're basically right in the middle of it. What would you like to do?
I move to here, or I'll even move up against the door to get a shot on this hobgoblin.
Yes.
No. 13.
Not a hit.
Natural one.
Ooh!
Whoa.
Damage. This one curves around Naidaadi slightly. And the armor falls empty to the ground as his flesh turns into little sparkly stars and just sort of drifts off.
Cool.
Nice.
Cute.
Dern. Dern is going to come back this way and take 2 shots at Naidaadi. Pulls up this big bow.
Yeah.
Again, it's about as tall as he is, and the bottom of it almost touches the ground as he pulls it back.
Disadvantage because he can't hold on to it. No, just kidding.
He's big.
I bet.
So, first attack is a 3.
Yes.
Second attack is definitely a hit.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, he has a pretty big bonus. The first one was a 3 plus. I didn't open his sheet. No, it's plus 4, so that wouldn't be good. But this one is. That is 10 piercing damage.
Dude.
You are also. Oh, no, it's 10 bludgeoning damage. And you are pushed back 10 feet, but there's a wall there, so I'm going to roll another d4 of bludgeoning. So you're pushed 10 feet, but there's no room for you to go that far.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Take another 2 more. So that's 12 in total.
Oh, he has a 2 more as well?
Yeah. I rolled that
That's
on the injury
cancer?
scale.
Wow.
And the arrow strikes you in the chest. And as you grab it, it's punctured your armor slightly, but when you pull it out, there's a fist carved into the arrowhead. You got punched by an arrow. Kobolds don't really have anything to take shots on, so they're going to move forward. They're going to move up to the door so they can, once the doorway is clear, they can start taking turns, taking shots through. Jay will move forward. These 2 will move back over here. These 2 are actually going to start coming around this way, so they can get around. Jeb. They dash actions. They're going to join you, Jeb. And you can tell they're heading this way.
Okay, then I'll go with them. That's what I was gonna do. That's what I was gonna do anyway.
Mhm.
And then I was like, they might need help in this room, but if they're I'll do that as well. And I can get to here, I believe.
All right.
Right
And
like
if you
that.
can't attack at all,
Oh,
you
no,
can
I can
take
get
your
to
action to move further.
Yes, I would like to do that. So let's see what 30 more feet is. Da-da-da. Here is 30 more feet. Right through the door.
All right.
So I'll get up to the door, I suppose, and open it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and move in front of the door.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see a older, not old, but older goblin wearing robes with tall, gnarled wooden staff, and several decorative symbols and jewelry and stuff. Turns over to you, and step is Malthar.
Wow. Can Malthar get through the crowd in front of the door here?
Yeah, I will. You will have to use extra movement to get through the door, but you can get through.
Okay.
So I think it'll be like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
You can get there. No, you'd have another 5 feet because the last step wouldn't be
Right.
double. So you'd have another 5 feet from this point.
Okay. Malthar is actually going to bonus action dash and follow after Jeb.
All
Who
right.
went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And see the open door, go through it, see Jeb, see the older goblin, and I guess try to shoot the older goblin.
Oh yeah, you dash as a bonus action. All right.
Damn.
Oh wow.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
Oh,
So no
sorry,
sneak
no sneak attack, yeah.
So that's 6 though. Yeah. Yeah, you hit her and she doubles over. These goblins are going to keep running this way. Naidaadi, make another insight check, just because you're already looking.
Yep. Yep.
Natural 20. So you know everything that's happened, and like all the other players are done. Don't worry about that meta knowledge. You have a lay of the battlefield. You heard them running over here, talking to each other. You got all that. You saw Grenell through the door, and you know that's Grenell. I've heard of Grenell from both Udriel and the halfling prisoner.
Yeah.
And this is Dern.
Yep.
You see these goblins running this way. Some of them are hiding. They're terrified. They've been expecting an assault from the kobolds. They didn't expect you guys. Some of them are looking at Dern, but not really. They don't really seem to be relying on Dern. Malthar shoots Grenell. Grenell screams, and you hear and you see these goblins. This one who was holding a weapon and like kind of waiting for the others to go before he went himself. He looks over here in response to Grenell and seems like he's also he's waiting for these goblins to pass. He's also waiting for Grenell. He doesn't look to Dern for help, but he does look to Grenell. And he seems worried when Grenell is attacked. And with a natural 20, I'm going to continue to give you insights as the fight goes on.
Okay.
Eudrail, very pleased with how things are going. Gonna keep wandering around looking for Calcarix. Calcarix! She is gonna get to this door and put her hand on the handle, and then take her hand off of the handle. She looks like she's found what she's looking. Actually, you know what? The door's locked. She's gonna take out a scroll, and I swear to God, this is in the adventure. I didn't even add this. She has a scroll of knock. So you all hear a very loud crack, and this door swings open.
Okay.
And you hear her say, "Calcarix! Calcarix! I found you!" Naidaadi.
Oh, God. Well, despite this guy's reliance on this guy, I still don't remember their names. That shot from Dern really, really, really hurt.
Yes.
So I'm going to fix him with a stare, which is my favorite foe.
Yes. As far as his, he's pretty stone-faced, but with a natural 20, you can tell he is also worried. Mm-hmm. He can feel the walls closing. And you can also tell that he, on some level, has been expecting something like this too. But it came a lot sooner and a lot more.
Yeah. Gonna heft my spear, and am I gonna throw it? I'm gonna throw it, if I can.
You can throw a spear.
Okay. I probably would be one-handed, though.
Playlist doesn't. It stops at the end of the week, which is fine. 15 does not hit.
Okay. Then I would also like to shove past Oolon and this kobold and kind of take cover.
All right. Look.
I'm going to step out and to cast Guiding Bolt.
Ooh.
God damn it.
Ooh, 11 misses. You do like this concept, though, this magic sconce.
Oh, cool. And the archery. And that also missed. Cool. I'm going to be stepping back.
That's good.
All right. One of the kobold archers rests their hand on your shoulder. All right. Dern, is going to come in. There's weapon racks around here. He sets down his big bow and grabs a greatsword. His greatsword. He's going to step over here and make 2 attacks against Jeb. And Naidaadi, as you're leaving, one more bit of insight. No, you're too far away. You didn't see this.
If he succeeds, I'm going to get a tumor as well.
Malthar, you make an insight check. Just in the spirit of that natural 20.
10?
2 attacks against Jeb. That's an 18.
Well, yes. Sorry, I was looking for it.
And it's an 18 plus 5. This is a 15.
But yeah, both hit.
Both hit. My other d6. First one is 8. Second is 11. So you take 19 slashing damage.
Phew, that's a big hit. Those are 2 big hits.
Now, here's a question. You aren't raging, are you? Would you like to start raging?
I was thinking of this.
Okay. Oh, okay. You were thinking of it? All right. You chose not. If you chose not to rage, then that's okay.
No. I wasn't thinking of it until just now. Like, wait. I can start raging when it's not my turn?
No. But
Okay.
if you've forgotten multiple turns in a row, I'd let you do it as a reaction.
I didn't start thinking of it until this turn, but I was gonna start on the next turn.
Okay. All right. So you can rage in response to this, like on your coming. So you take 19 slashing damage.
Hurt. Pretty hurt.
Oh, I didn't have Grenell actually take her turn. I just talked about it and then I got distracted. So Grenell's retroactive turn here is going to be yeah. Grenell casts Cure Wounds on himself. And it comes out this way. Next is the kobolds. They're gonna funnel out, and they're gonna start taking shots at the fleeing goblins. Yeah, so they hit. One of the fleeing goblin commoners goes down. The other one is very hurt, and Grenell takes a hit. Jeb.
So I'm gonna start raging,
All right.
and I'm gonna obviously attack him with my great axe.
Okay.
So, 16.
16 just misses.
Yeah, that's rough.
So fun stuff. Do you have reckless attack?
That would
give him an advantage. You'd have to factor that in.
Yeah.
You can think about that next time.
I'll think about that next time. I'm very hurt, so I don't know.
It's good in a situation like this where you outnumber the enemy because they're only going to get so many attacks against you. If you're outnumbered, it can be really.
Yeah.
Malthar. Dern looks even with your 10, you can tell Grenell leaving was a choice. That was he seems really affected by that.
Okay. Malthar will step forward and try to stab the hobgoblin that sliced into Jeb. Turn.
Okay.
No.
No. Your short sword, you just don't. You're smaller than him, and your short sword is much smaller. It's a precarious position because I didn't mention, but I assume you noticed, it's a big pit in the middle of the room. And you're stepping over roots. There's like roots and vines creeping out of it because the entire like side walls of this pit are draped in thick vines and roots.
Okay.
From the Last Jedi.
It does look like the pit from The Last Jedi. When I drew the physical map for the in-person group, I made it look.
Malthar is going to say to Jeb, hold on, I'll go bring help. Take the bonus action disengage and move back as far as he can. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yell back this way that Jeb is hurt. And that's it for Malthar.
Make a persuasion check or performance check.
Okay.
These two are gonna kind of help me either way because they're already on their way.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah. So these kobolds here who were busy slaughtering the fleeing commoners, all pull out their. They've already pulled out their swords, and they were gonna run this way. And then they hear you shout that, and they say,
Jeb's in trouble!
"They're gonna come help."
I mean, I don't want to overstay. I have 13 health, which is low for me because I have like 30 health. But if he's dealing hits at that level, then I am potentially within one hit of being zeroed out.
He has 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Goblins are gonna keep fleeing. Grenell and Dern share one last look that you didn't roll high enough to make any sense of, and they're gone.
Damn.
Udrail, Oolon, and Naidaadi are here. Udrail has backs up away from the door slightly. She was saying,
Calcrix! Calcrix! We've come to get you. You can return. Calcrix. Calcrix.
and then there's a blast of cold wind that all of you feel. I'll roll damage. Where is it? Oh, D10. Udrail's instantly ice sculptured. And you hear a bellowing roar that you heard before from over this. Naidaadi. It's very cold in this room now.
I turn around, the tips of my fingers freezing, my eyes widening, and I will swallow one of those health potion. Sips a health potion.
Is it a 2d4 plus 2?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, is it the elixir?
Yeah.
Oh, the elixir is a little different.
Oh.
Elixir of health. There's 3 doses of it. It's
Yep.
1 bottle, but there's 3 doses, which is already a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. 5e elixir of health. It doesn't cure hit points.
Oh.
There's conditions. Any disease, like non-magical disease, blindness, deafness, paralyzed, or poison.
Oh.
So it doesn't cure hit points. So you don't have to drink it. You would know that doesn't.
Okay. Then let us
It's
go.
also an action.
Yeah, let us go with a different action. Cure wounds.
Cool.
And I'll stand here, not move anywhere.
Oolon.
Okay, I'm going to. So if I get to here, can I see Jeb?
Yes, they would have left this door.
Okay. So they're both. I forget. Can you do 2 bonus actions in a turn instead of taking an action?
I usually let you do that, yeah.
Okay.
I think by the rules you can't, but that's...
Right, yeah, that's... I thought I remembered both of those things, that you usually can't, but that you let me. Or that you let us. I'm going to cast Healing Word. What did that do? Okay, that didn't work, I guess.
Yeah, just 1d4 plus wisdom. There's some cases where, like, I think, like the bonus action attack that comes with, like, dual wielding. I usually don't like to do that in isolation, but, you know.
Okay, so that's 6 health to Jeb.
Nice. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, I can't see what's his face from here, can I?
You wouldn't be able to see.
Okay. Well, never mind then. That is my turn. All right. Yeah.
Turn. Oh, shit. Darren's gonna try to grapple you, Jeb.
Okay.
So that's either athletics or acrobatic. You are raging, so you have advantage.
Yeah.
It's not a spell. If he knew you,
I
he
was
would know it was a
athletics. Because that's
Yeah.
strength. So I do a check? I do a check or he does
Yeah,
a check?
it's a 15 to beat.
Okay. With advantage, that's a 20.
20. Yeah, you were not grappled. He's... you see just a little bit of panic leak through. He's pretty stone-faced, but you can see the panic in his eyes, and he's going to hop, boink, back away from you. Get an attack of opportunity if you want.
I would love that.
it's a weird sight at first. He doesn't like jump off the back. He like hops back a little bit and like goes on all fours for a second, and that's when you can take your attack of opportunity.
Well, okay. Could I do an unarmed strike and then, as
Yes.
a bonus action, grapple him with my plant hands?
I'd let you do that, yes. I think you couldn't technically take a bonus action as a reaction, but like this makes sense.
First, I have to see if it hits, which is an 18. So
18 hits.
yes, okay. And then what should I roll for the grapple? Does he roll?
Did I specify how it works in the move?
Just no.
I think it's just you can attempt to grapple. So athletics with advantage.
Okay. $19.
19 to beat. Ooh.
Another 15.
Okay, so that's 6 bludgeoning damage, and he's grappled.
He's grappled. So now that you've taken the attack, you see what he was doing is he jumps down to grab the vines, and then he just hopped off the back, and he was just going to be holding on to the vines, and then he was going to start climbing down. That was just the quickest way to get down there safely. But you grab his hands, and so now his feet are dangling off the pit here, and he's trying to climb down, but you've got a hold of his hand.
Nice. Quick thinking, Jeb, is what I say to myself.
Kobolds are gonna run in to help Jeb. They're not 100% sure what's happening. They also have really, from where they are, they can't really get.
We're technically just holding hands.
Yeah, I think they're gonna take dodge actions to get into position, get into better position, or dash actions. I see. Jeb. Oh, and
Jeb again.
Ones,
right, yeah.
These
I
ones
forgot
also,
that wasn't my real turn.
These ones will also dash up to get. I think they can move here and then here. Yeah.
Am I able to attack him while he's grappled, or is like my attack just keeping him grappled, basically?
Yeah, with your great axe, you will not be able to attack him. If you have a smaller weapon, you could. You could pull him up though.
No, I know. That is what I want to do. I'm just.
Or you can try and make him fall.
You can say "Long live the king" and push him off.
And let him go. How deep does it look? Did you say? I forget.
Make a quick perception.
Okay. That's only a 4.
Or 20.
Or 20.
You can't see how deep it is. It goes down for a while though.
There's a lot of
You
people
can't
in here.
see
I feel
the
like if I pull him up, I'll get pretty fucking hurt. Helping him is cool. Then we don't know for sure that he's dead.
Be a Darth Maul situation.
Yep.
This is a real judgment call. I'm gonna go for the cool thing. I'm gonna drop him.
I support that. So we're gonna do another of these athletics checks because I'm gonna treat this like a shove attack, which functions the same. So it's another athletics advantage.
Yeah.
Contested by his. It's a 17 to beat.
It's a natural 20.
20. Do you say anything?
I say, I say, have a nice trip. See you next fall.
And you push his hands away from the side, and he falls down the pit. I could Google real quick and calculate how many seconds he's falling before he lands, but it's a bit, and he you can hear him land.
Okay,
It's bad.
That's helpful. If we hadn't heard anything, I would be like, should I climb down there and check on him? But
Yeah, you hear him and you don't hear anything after.
yeah.
Oh, that means I didn't even have to stop him. He ran out.
Oh yeah, that was kind of a good time for the music to run out.
And I think that's a great time to end.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna end right there. All the kobolds in this room cheer for you, Jeb. You're a hero. You're all heroes.
The best around. Yeah, that was cool. We kind of had like a little war there.
Yeah. It was really.
Yeah.
That was great.
And we only lost to what? 3 kobolds?
Yeah, you lost both of the elites.
Yeah.
They were put in a pretty dangerous position, but they volunteered for that. Uzrael, their leader, and you've still got a dragon potential.
Right.
But you also have a way to escape the dragon.
Haha.
If we so desire.
Are you planning on pursuing the goblins that fled?
Personally, I don't think so. I'm willing to let him go, except for
I mean, that could be a question for next session.
Yeah, we don't have.
The hard thing is just that we don't know how many. Like every time we pursue goblins, there could be so many more goblins. Like we don't know how deep.
It seemed pretty clear to you. This is goblins. This is where all the goblins. It also seemed very clear to you that those were not fighters. They were just goblins, and they were running. They seem to have some leader with them, but that leader did not seem interested in helping Dern. So I think your gut instinct would be those goblins aren't coming.
yeah, this Dern obviously didn't know how to deal with dinosaurs. No, that was too far of a stretch.
And to some extent, you might be glad that they left because it was very clear to all of you that they were not a threat. None of you were attacking them. The kobolds didn't get off. They were gonna run through and kill all. So you at least stopped that thing. All right.
Cool.
All right. Awesome.
Good game.
Work,
Yeah.
everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Hi.
Take care, Sean.
Bye.